Okay, so here's the Flaming Marshmallow with the Z71 in it. When I say that, I mean this old Z71 pickup. Gave up its most of everything. Engine, drivetrain, dash, firewall, pretty much everything. It's going to give up some of the instrumentation, the mirror and stuff like that, console on the roof. All that is going into the Nissan. Just gotta have a little more time. $26-gallon fuel tank is now nestled in there. It's embedded. Ah, shoot, got a bunch of junk in here already. Had to raise the cab floor, put the filler neck in the side of the body. Used to be in the bed on the other side. The dash, still just a skeletal dash. I don't have any of the covers on there. Had to do a lot of trimming. The length was too much, so I've got to refit a lot of this stuff. This needs to be mounted somewhere up in there because it used to be over here. Switches, that switch is just dangling. They'll need to be located somewhere. So there's going to be a little more fitting involved. You see there's no carpet on the floor. In fact, there's nothing even covering the transmission, the shifter hole. Still got to cover that yet. But we're bare floor because I'm going to check for hot spots from the exhaust. Make sure there's nothing that's going to cause any problems. Then it gets all new thermal and sound insulation in it. The firewall's already done. And out front, we got the GM brakes. I've got to replace that vacuum booster because it went bad somehow. Got damaged, I guess, during the transfer. We got the cruise control, the factory, the Chevy fuse and relay panel, and all the junk that lives under it. Got one battery stuck in the corner here. Room for another battery over here, because I run two batteries and a huge, what's the word? No, isolator. Anyway, an AC power supply. That's the coolant tank. We've got the Z71's radiator, condenser, transmission cooler, and tucked up behind here, the power steering cooler. We got the horns mounted. I don't have the lights wired in yet. We've still got light bulbs dangling. The intake is silicone hose, some fittings. We got the MAF sensor up in here, and that's been carved into the hood, under the hood scoop already. I still need to put a tray up under here that's going to separate it and make it pull its air from under the hood. That's not just going to hang out there and get splashed with mud. Wiper motor still needs to be connected. Got to figure all that out. But everything's hooked up. Air conditioning's hooked up. People ask me, how does it actually fit? I tell them no. You have to make it fit. And that's what I've done. Cut parts off of the Chevy frame, mounts, things like that. This whole header bar, all this along here, that's all aluminum frame. And these mounts, this is the front of the actual Chevy frame. It's been grafted onto the Nissan frame. A lot of grafting and fitting. The steering had to be joined, married to the Nissan steering box. Exhaust was pretty extensive. Exhaust right now is true duals into glass packs as side pipes. And then when I get tired of hearing that racket, I can run it out the back, up along the frame, duck under, and go across where that water tank is right now. That's going. You can have mufflers back there. And on the other side, in this vast emptiness, that'll be room for water tanks and air tanks for backcountry stuff that I do. We need to go through all these stickers. Teleco Tested ain't going anywhere, and neither is the Hungary sign. But NissanOffroad.net is kaput. That can go. I need a new Nissan four-wheeler sticker and a bigger Mississippi mud sticker. The others I can replace with these Jones. And yes, it starts and runs. Not too loud. This looks like a close fit, but it's actually not. It's not tightened down yet. It's got a nice rumble. Dangling lights. So there's still a lot to do, but it's come a long way in just a little under 3 months. Started this just at the end of May. Started tearing the Nissan down and tore the Chevy down in mid-June. Mid to late June, and there it is, the Flaming Marshmallow. I've had it 10 years and it's good for another 10 now.